it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I just finished my reaction to ENHYPEN's Big Girls Don't Cry, and I did that one first because I had already reacted to the performance version. But as I was thinking about it, in this particular album, for the track list, I was wondering where Big Girls Don't Cry came in the track list, and I realized that No Way Back and Stealer came before Big Girls Don't Cry. So we talked about in Big Girls Don't Cry a little bit about how I thought it was deliberate on how they were doing certain things that matched Knife. And so I was curious as to how they were going to do it for these other two. And these, I have not listened to these songs at all because I wanted to wait and see if they have, I always try to wait and see if they are gonna release other MVs for other B tracks. So I wait for a little bit before I try to like do a full album review or anything like that. And I'm really glad that I waited because we have two more MVs. So the first one that is going to be up is No Way Back featuring Sunghoon. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Ooh. Okay, we have the black and white going. Ooh. And this is part of their lore, right? Very cool animation. Ooh. The lyricism is really nice. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, that transition was nice. Also, I love the doubling. So smart. Ooh. Going through the tunnels. Ooh, what was that? The electronic part. Ooh. Ooh. That doubling in the voice is so addicting. I really like it. That electronic sound is so interesting. And it was throughout the entire song. Oh. I was so curious if there was going to be more. Guys, this was so incredible. I'm assuming whoever was doubling the voice was Sunghoon. You guys have to correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not familiar with the artist. Really nice. Really enjoyed it. I was wondering how they were gonna fit this within the concept. I'm not sure I quite understand it but I think maybe I would have to understand a little bit more about the lore of ENHYPEN, and I would love it if you guys know like of an like an engine or someone who has explained the lore to drop that down below. Like I said, I really only, I've known of ENHYPEN since their debut, but I only really started getting into their music about 1.5 years ago. And so, please, if you guys know of, you know, any like MVs I can watch or something that explains the lore to me, I would love that. Excuse me. I thought that this song was so interesting musically. First, we have that electronic sound that happened throughout the entire thing. I love how it started with the animation. I know that in ENHYPEN's career, that animation has been pretty consistent throughout their entire career. They've always had this kind of part that goes along with their journey, and so I love how they put this into the MV. I think it was really smart. I think this also kind of made me think of Big Girls Don't Cry, the darkness, the black and white kind of at the beginning, the shadow, and it made me think of, oh, this is kind of like a precursor to that because it becomes before, and talking about like being in the shadow. What if I'm dead wrong? What if, you know, it was talking about erasing the shadows, no way back now, that night I broke all the taboos, even if we did it again, the ending's the same, I choose you, my destination, I walk on with no hesitation. I think this song is all about them, you know, they were making a plan with everything. It's about a plan gone a little wrong. I think that's my first interpretation of it. You guys have to kind of correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what my interpretation is from the lyrics and from the music video, because obviously we had the female character and she's seemingly like taken away, right? And it's like the goal to get her back. Excuse me. Please let me know if I'm on the right track or if I'm completely off. I think the transition into the color was, you know, from the animation into, you know, the actual live video was so cool. It was so fun. I was like turning a page in a book. I like kept wanting to read. And actually for me, this song didn't have like a huge, like, I thought, you know, we always wait in music for the climax of the song. For me, this song was more about intensity. It was about what was going to come next. It was about the storytelling of the song rather than having a huge climax, because it really didn't have one. It did grow in its intensity a little bit, but I think it was really more about explaining that story and not, you know, kind of not able to escape. It kept talking, you know, the song is called No Way Back, right? Kind of this has happened and it doesn't matter. Like, again, in the lyrics talking about there's no way back now. That night I broke all the taboos. Even if we did it again, the ending's the same. There's no way back. So once you make that decision, you can't go back to it. And they're choosing to go forward and walk on with no hesitation. Interesting. I wonder how they're going to continue the rest of this kind of series. Because again, we talked about in Knife and Big Girls Don't Cry, how it's kind of Western feeling. And this didn't have so much of the Western feeling as more of like the vampire-esque feeling. But with the other two MVs, there's still always that element of vampire, which is, like I said, true to what like ENHYPEN's core, right? Of what they are. So I'm so curious about this lore, and I really can't wait to see what else is going on. I hope that they do more videos. I know these are the only ones they released, but I would love it if they did more for this album, because I'm so curious. But again, if you guys know more about the lore, or if you think I'm like completely off base, tell me down below, because I really, like I said, I really have been enjoying ENHYPEN this last 1.5 years, maybe 2 years now at this point. And I have never delved really deeply into the lore because the music's just so good. I just focus on the music, and I feel like it's time. I'm gonna get confused if I don't dive in more. So help me out there if you could. Tell me what your thoughts are on the song. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part in the MV? Again, mine was the transition and the tension throughout the entire song. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.